Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Dance Floor. I'm your host, Ty Nelson, and today we are in the beautiful home, a different area, if you will. We're spicing things up. We have Amber Joy Layne, a comedian, a host, a dancer, a sparkly jacket extraordinaire, a great parallel parker, and she has awesome earrings today, sriracha to be exact.
You said to spice things up. So.
Yeah. Oh, look at, she's already on this thing. She's going to be an excellent guest, as all of our guests have been, but I'm really excited. We're doing something new. We're in literally her house, so this is going to be a fun episode. Amber, welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
So I gave my kind of thing.
I'm really having you here.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. Yeah. What would you like to say is like your intro? Like, what do you want people to know about you? Because I gave my little thing, but who are you?
Who am I? Amber Joy Layne, the dancing comedian, is the brand.
Okay.
I am a performer, entertainer, creator of all the sorts. Diversify is the name of my game. Keep doing as many things as possible so that I can keep never having to go to a 9-to-5 in my life. Yeah. That's the goal. Live in Miami. I'm a performer. I do different kinds of shows, from stand-up comedy to plays to hosting a circus. And but dance is the love of my life.
What was the most recent play that you just did? Well, it's not really a play, but the most recent work you did.
Well, I did just do a play. It was called POTUS, or Behind Every Great Dumbass Are 7 Women Trying to Keep Him Alive.
There you go. That's the full name of the title as
yes,
well? Okay,
that's the entire title.
Love it.
People call it POTUS for short. It was a very interesting time. We did it right after the election. So it's I always said it's more of a feminist piece than a partisan piece. But it was in like the biggest theater we have in Miami, which was really cool. So I did that, and then I just started working on this circus the last couple of months, where I host and people do crazy things in the air, and I'm the comedic relief in between.
Work.
Yeah.
Icebreaker question, if you will.
Oh, it's like summer camp. Yeah. I feel the trauma coming back already.
Oh, God.
I'm kidding. Icebreaker.
I kind of asked this one for Denise, but I'd like to bring this back with you because it's a different ask. So, I mean, you do so many things outside of just like one lane, you know, hosting, dancing,
Amber Joy Layne.
Acting, yes, her own lane, if you will.
Yeah.
What's like your warm-up routine for show speaking wise, show dancing wise, and then show acting wise? Like, obviously the acting incorporates some of the both of the first two, but like, do you have a separate warm-up for each one, or do you do the same thing each time as a ritual?
Warm-up.
Right, okay. No warm-up. Right.
Again, you have been doing the same show consistently, so your brain doesn't have to think about what you're going to do most of the time. Like, you actually can really warm up. Yeah. Right? Would you say?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing something different every day, that my warm-up is like really just going in my brain over every single thing that I'm about to do. For stand-up, it's like the transitions between jokes. Dance, like, I don't have to warm up my brain. My body knows it, and I'll actually get to warm up my body.
Right.
And lately I'm working on the vocal warm-ups because I realize this is an instrument of mine as well. Even though I don't sing, it needs to be warmed up as well. But I just try and like center myself. I usually listen to some music, try and find a little pocket away from everybody else, and just kind of like visualize the show and like it going well, and like the feeling of response, and that like trying to like bring that into an existence, because as we know, bad audiences can kill your vibe completely. So I just always try and like send good energy. Please let this audience be killer.
Honestly, that's smart. I don't think I've done that. I don't think I've visualized like the show going well. I'm more so in my own bubble whenever I warm up. I feel you though on like taking the pocket away. On the ship specifically, there's like a little corridor or even a door frame. It's kind of backed up, and I just like sit in it and listen to my music, maybe do a little bit of dance. But I'm gonna start adapting that, like visualizing the show going well, the audience loving it.
I started trying to like speak things into existence more, because I found like I was being a little bit negative, because I'm in a show that like a lot of technical things aren't working, and I was just kind of like expecting them to go badly. And so I felt like even last night I had a different perspective. I was like, this show is the best.
Okay,
the people that are coming are incredible people.
Yeah.
And it's also just funny because I'm like around all these circus people, so their warm-ups like taking their body like back, I just see them like doing these crazy contortion, and I'm just like,
just a simple little,
it's a little,
little shoulder roll. Yeah, I mean,
definitely. I'm sure you know different disciplines. I mean, but yeah, just visualizing and projecting good, seeing good, and hoping that comes into existence.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think I'm gonna legit like adapt
Take
that.
it.
Yeah.
Take it,
people. So let's talk a little bit about your background. What is your, I guess, schooling
just like this wall, too white.
Comedian Amber Joy Layne, right there. You heard it.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. Don't you ever apologize. So yeah, what's your background? Whether it be academic, whether it be physical, like where you trained.
Started off in piano, actually. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Work. Okay.
And then I'd go to the piano recitals and I'd perform like this. And my teacher was like, I think you need to get her on stage. Mm-hmm. And so I finally got to go to dance only at like 10.
Okay.
Which is late for dancers, for a lot of dancers. For a lot of girls, they like get their flexibility between like 6 and 9. And so I was already late to that game. And then I trained in like a dance performing middle school. Like I had went for like a magnet program.
Okay.
And then I auditioned for a high school program for dance and musical theater, and they were like, acting. So I didn't get into either program. Instead, I got into a different program, and I hadn't acted before, but they just saw that I was like more of an actress than a modern ballet dancer, which was their program. And I can't sing for shit. If I could sing, I would have never been funny. But so then I started this acting program, and that like really was a game changer, because I think acting is like just the basis for performing no matter what kind of division you're doing. Being able to connect with an audience, being able to connect with people on stage, and just perform, project, and that like laid the groundwork for when I became a comedian later on. So I had acting and I had dance, and then I was like, I want to make money in life. So I went to school for marketing. And I kind of abandoned my dream a little bit. I just was like, didn't think that I could be good enough in America in just this really intense industry. So I kept dancing. Like I started a little hip hop crew at my college, and I took them to World of Dance Boston.
Oh, work.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did not do well, but it was called La Femme. The group was called La Femme, and we had these pink beanies. It was cute, but
La Femme.
We love Femme.
Like it almost
not
it's
the
giving
phlegm.
phlegm. It's giving phlegm. That's why you guys didn't.
Maybe that's why we didn't win.
Yeah.
La Femme in French. Femme.
So wait, okay. What did you guys place?
Oh, we didn't place at all. Nothing.
You had a lot of fun.
We had fun, and I took girls who had like never even touched that world of the competitive. Dude, I have to show you the people who won that year. I watched that video consistently. There's this group from Canada. Okay. Oh my God, I have to find them. They were like, it was also just cool for my like girls who were all like also like journalism majors, poli-sci, and we're sitting there watching this like magic. So that was cool.
I would actually love to see. Do you have footage of what you guys did? I have to assume you were choreographing it, right? Yeah. Yeah, I want to see your work on it, because she's a really fun choreographer. We've already done a video.
But this was the beginning of Amber Joy Layne choreographing.
Okay,
it was like the beginning.
Molding.
The beginning. Yeah. It was a lot of really...
Oh, hey, okay, yep.
Really hype. Not a lot of dynamics, but I learned. Anyway, then I moved to Tel Aviv, Israel, and ended up becoming a professional dancer because the bar was much lower. No. No, but it was just smaller. It's a smaller community. You could get to the top really quickly if you just knew one or two people. And so then I started training with a hip hop crew that was like going to HHI, you know, Hip Hop International.
Yep, of course.
Yeah. And then like my training got like so much better, and I just was like, all right, I'm going to become a dancer. And then I did, and it was, I mean, the best performing for thousands of people, or like at a bat mitzvah. It didn't really matter to me. Like the scale of the thing, it doesn't matter to me. As long as there are people and they're there to enjoy, like I can dance for anybody at any time.
I feel that. I think sometimes, especially from an audience standpoint, people who see performers, they're like, oh man, how do you do it? It's so scary. And it's like, Honestly, it's
home.
just the same as having 10 people and 1,000 people if the audience is fun, you know?
For dance, I
Yeah.
gotta tell you, for comedy, so much different.
Yeah.
Sometimes 3 people in a room is the most, it's the gut-wrenching. It makes me so nervous. Versus, like, I did a crowd of 1,800 people. It was my biggest theater. I wasn't nervous at all. Also because I couldn't see any of them.
Right.
Which was
The
kind of
lights.
crazy. Yeah, I mean, and then comedies really should be this kind of, like, intimate experience.
Yeah.
But comedy versus dance. Dance is just, it exists no matter what, no matter the space. It exists.
Mm-hmm.
Comedy depends on the relationship between the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, like you can do
Absolutely.
a dance and people clap at the end and you're like, whew, that was great. Comedy, you know throughout how you're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah. And you get a vibe of the audience as well. Like, I feel like in dance, they're watching the art.
It's
But in
passive.
comedy,
It's
like, I got to
interactive.
gain your comfort.
We're choreographing it together with
yeah.
comedy.
Yeah, that's a really good way to think about it, actually. Denise, we talked about blues and that style, and that's kind of the same thing. Do you
Blues, like the style
the
of
blues?
music?
Yeah, like 'cause
Okay.
she was
Not the
saying
Clues.
it's not the Clues, not Blues Clues. No, even though I look like Steve sometimes, depending on the shirt.
You kind of do. Bow, bow, bow. Mail time.
Literally,
Okay,
yeah.
Sorry.
Blues could do, we should do. Oh, this is not
We're
sponsored.
90s kids.
Yeah. But it was kind of that same deal where it's like the intimacy of that's what blues should be versus playing a big like
No,
stadium.
like jazz clubs and things like
Yeah.
that. There's certain art that like need intimacy.
And I think it's nice that it transpires that they're completely different mediums, but it's still the same principle. You
Yeah,
know
I
what mean?
hadn't thought about that actually. That is
Kind of
really
fun.
cool.
Yeah. Even though it's different, it's like another through line that connects art from one place to another. Like you can literally enjoy comedy the same way you can enjoy music, and that's kind of why I love art and I love.
That's kind of like the New York
entertainment.
vibe, you know? Like the Comedy Cellar
Oh,
is
yeah.
not a huge venue. And it's right across the street from all like the jazz venues. Like on the same
man.
street, you can go into like, same with burlesque. Burlesque is another form of like dance and
Yeah.
that is intimate. You can't do burlesque in a arena. Absolutely not.
Yeah. No.
That's cool. I haven't thought about that. The intimate arts.
Yeah.
That's a cool like concept. The
Oh.
intimate arts.
Look out soon for I guess book or stand up or anything
Show.
from Amber Joy Layne.
Show,
Yes,
the
show.
intimate arts.
What inspires you outside of like people? Like maybe what about the art inspires you? What do you look for when you see performances? What's your inspiration to get up and go do your own thing?
I'll answer this in 2 parts. There's
Okay.
somebody who inspired my dance journey was Paris Goebel.
Okay, yeah.
Paris Goebel, royal family. I don't know if you've watched documentaries about her, but at like 15 years old, she was doing horrible in school. She didn't care. Her dad was like, "What do you want?" She was
Yeah.
like, "I just want to dance." And he goes, "Great." He let her drop out of high school. He goes, "If you're going to do this, you're going it all the way." So
Okay.
she dropped out of high school at 15, opened a dance studio at 16 years old. Opened a dance studio at 16 years old because she knew with no doubt in her mind that that is what she was meant to do. And I don't know if her career, she's worked with literally every superstar.
Everybody, yeah.
Every superstar. She just hit Gaga with Abracadabra. I mean, Rihanna, Justin Bieber. I mean, these videos were dropping back when I was in college. I mean, her concepts. That's what I loved. She took dance and made it theatrical, and it was still hip hop. Still hip hop, and this whole new style that like, I mean, I compare her to like Bob Fosse, who like created a style in and of its own. Now, when you see Paris Goebel choreography, you know it's Paris
That's
Goebel.
true. Yeah, that's
she's
very
an
true.
auteur. As she changed the game, so she was definitely a big inspiration. Just because she. I mean, from 16, just empire now. And she did the Fenty runway. Like, she took fashion and made it, like, super, just hip-hop, super cool.
Yeah.
So that, and she's from New Zealand. And so my transition into the other thing that inspires me is dance around the world. I travel a lot, or I try
Right.
to. And whenever I go to a new country, I make sure to take a dance class.
Oh, that's
So I've taken
smart.
a dance class in Hong Kong, in Australia, in London, in Canada, like wherever I am, I try and take a class because you don't need the language
Yeah.
to learn.
Universal language.
It's a universal language. And
Yeah.
so just like watching in different places, like how, I mean, I did one in Paris too. I mean, I was such a fun choreo, and it was like, it makes you actually pay attention more because you can't understand the words. So you really have to pay
Yeah.
attention to body language. Like, what are they really articulating? because there's nobody telling you like, hey, don't hit this so hard. You gotta really like massage this beat, and you're just like, yeah, what does this mean?
Yeah, that's kind of cool actually.
So it is. It's cool because I taught dance in another country, and I took dance a lot when I was with this crew. We were rehearsing in another language, in Hebrew, and so it was stressful, but I had to just be in this like, I had to zone the fuck in to see what everyone's doing, and so that really inspired me. That like dance it's a communication. It's my way into like the door of different cultures and allowing them to accept me. When I did a comedy show in the Bahamas and there was a completely different kind of room that I'm used to performing for, the second I started dancing, they were like, hey! And then immediately I'm in. I grew up in Miami, a very culturally diverse place. Now that I can salsa a little bit, it just makes it's like a disarming thing. That's what I love about dance. It just disarms people. It makes you like feel connected without having to be from the same community. It's like a sign of respect.
What advice has been the best thing for you in life and in performing, and something that you yourself would like to share as like advice to those who are just wanting to maybe start their journey in the arts, or just in general, like things that you would give to someone going through maybe a struggle in some way? So like the life part and the performing part, what advice would you want to give the world?
On a very, very micro level, don't forget about your hands when you dance.
Okay, that's great advice.
Don't forget about your hands.
Okay.
I had a choreographer who always was like, your hands are in another dance. I had so much power, and then my hands would just like, it would like either stop or they'd be floppy. So dance with your hands. On a bigger note, comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
That one hits a lot because we are in a time of social media where we're constantly, there's always going to be people who are killing it. There are always going to be people who are incredible, who are better. And then there's always going to be people who are wishing they could do what you do. Wishing and watching you with this same admiration. So I think that I've gotten stuck a little bit on, I don't upload things because I'm a perfectionist, and I'm like, but I just watched another video where this person killed it. And, there's just so much of a range. And what you do, what you have is going to be unique and special, even if you can't see it. Especially, I think that's the hardest thing, is how can we see ourselves from how other people see us. And I found that so many times later in life, people have come and told me something I did affected them that I had no idea. So you don't know the impact that you're making all the way through, even in the little points. Because people don't tell you all the time. You might get a tap, but that's all we're doing this for, a tap of someone's thumb, And
even a comment that's kind of just, surface level, like, oh my gosh, good job, or a fire emoji. Yeah, I find it is special to, especially when you perform, like on a stage, and then after the fact, people come up and they're like, oh my God, that was so great. And it just shows you that you have that
even
power.
On bad shows, you think it's a bad show.
Yeah.
Even when you think you're like, why everybody hated it, nobody laughed. People come up to me like, wow, you're amazing. I'm like, why didn't you laugh?
That part too. No, on the ship, people will be like, it'll be the deadest audience ever, and then reviews come in, they're like, we loved it. It was so good. I'm like, you were on your phone the whole time. But hey, thanks for that. We appreciate it.
Everyone has different levels of expression.
Yeah.
Too.
That's true.
I think people can like really enjoy it. As performers, we're so expressive that we think that like if we like something, we'll be like, get it, wow, because that's how we show it. But some people are like, and that means they loved it. Yeah. They're like, that's it, and they're like having the best time of their lives. Like we don't realize that. Also, that I think that in a bigger scale, different conversation. That's something of the younger generation, because they're so used to consuming content in this way that they don't know like how to be in person and express and appreciate and laugh. Laughing is vulnerable, and a lot of people are like a little more timid. So we can't take that as a measurement of our own, talent or success. So just really best advice, being happy with what you're doing. Always aiming to be better and not looking to the sides.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very well said. I think also in the digital age, like we get all these likes or whatever, and then we again, comparison, thief of joy. You compare to other people's likes, but you forget if 100 people liked your thing, that's 100 people.
Yeah, 100 people is a lot of people.
And now, granted, these days there's bots, but
You got bots?
I mean, probably. We all got bots. I've been getting it checked out recently, but they're still around.
I like my bots.
Yeah. How many bots you got?
I have no idea. But if they're here and they're liking, I like them.
Okay. Shout out to the bots. This
Shout out to
episode
bots.
sponsored by bots. Dance collaboration. We're going to talk about the song that you chose today. What's really fun about this one, Amber was just a moment ago editing the song together painstakingly. That perfectionism she's talking about. She's really trying to make it sound good, but it does sound incredible. So what's the song that you've chose today?
Dirty pop. Bow, bow. Yo.
Exactly. Just like it's actually just us saying it, singing it.
If I could beatbox. Yeah, it's pop in sync. I always say that if the music today was the music around when I was a kid, I don't know if I'd be a dancer. There's just certain songs from my childhood that were like for me, Missy Elliott, Chris Brown, Usher, this like and saying Justin Timberlake, like these sounds that were coming out, it made me want to move. And I don't feel that way as much about certain songs, like the stuff that's on the radio now. I'm like, but back then, no, really.
Yeah.
It's fine. Maybe it's catchy, but the beats, they're not like dirty. They're not like, like these songs from our childhood, they made me want to dance. So this is one of those that was like,
it's
so
like
much fun.
It's like what inspired Step Up. You know, like would we really still have Step Up movies with just the music and the vibes that we produce? Because everything I think is more so like a club vibe. And back in the day, it literally was just get down.
But it's got a lot of things going on dynamically in beats. And
a lot.
It's so fun as a dancer. I say it's our job as dancers to paint music for people. Like we show you things in the song that you would not maybe have heard. Like we make you hear it. Like, we're painting basically with our bodies. So this song has just so much that I want to show it to you.
The song has the Crayola 64 crayons of sound in it. It's got a lot going on when you really listen to the back. Thank you. Thank you. I sometimes am good at this.
Yeah.
If you were, I mean, you have a really diverse, just in general, talent, like, pathway. You can do so much, but what outside of the arts would you have pursued?
No.
No? Mm-mm. Nothing?
No.
What if there was no art? What would be the first thing you'd be going for? Just being a.
I mean, I guess I feel like everything is art, so it's hard for me to even like see that. I mean, I do write commercials, which is
yeah. Let's get a little
real quick.
Yeah, a little plug.
I went to school for marketing, kind of like abandoned it when I became a dancer. But when I became a comedian, I realized I was a writer. I didn't realize it because I was just like writing to perform, but I realized that stuff I was a writer.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't getting a lot of work in commercials, and so I finally got an opportunity to write one and put myself in it. And then I realized that commercials are the same structures as jokes. It's a setup, it's a punchline, and it's a tag, like a little beat after.
Yep.
So like a commercial is technically not art, maybe. I don't know. It's business. It's a selling. It's a communication. I mean, communication, I guess it would be my answer. Communications in general, but producing, making things happen. But it's all art.
Yeah.
It's all art to me. I mean, I definitely wasn't going to be math or science. That's for sure not. Okay. I can't. I still count with my fingers. Math and science are not my thing. But teaching.
Yeah.
Teaching, I love to teach. I love to inspire, like motivational speaking, I think is probably down the line for me. And I mean, still art, but like theater therapy, dance therapy, those things. Like maybe once I've had my time on stage and I've enjoyed it enough, we'll see if that ever ends. But
what is theater therapy?
Oh my God, so cool. We don't have enough time, but I'll tell you a really quick story. When I was in high school and I was in this acting program, one of my teachers took us to a woman's prison where she taught theater, and we saw a play from the inmates.
Oh, wow.
And it was one of the most impactful experiences. She gave them characters that kind of related to whatever they were in there for. And you could just see the transformation.
I'm sure,
There, sometimes you need a character to be able to work on your thing instead of it being directly with you. Working on it in this kind of external way helps you. So theater therapy is not as widely recognized as music therapy and art therapy, because those have like really shown the cognitive like correlations. People will like hear a song that have like dementia and like able to recall those lyrics.
Yep.
And art is like a fine motor skill. So people with like Parkinson's or like, but dance and theater therapy are also valid. I think with kids, a lot of them now with autism or ADHD, theater is a way for them to like focus their energy. So exploring that in the future is something that interests me, but not for now.
Well, speaking of the future and a little bit of now, what is the best way for people to find you? What is the things that you're coming up with very soon? And like, go ahead and plug your things.
Hinge. No, I'm kidding.
Oh. I don't even know. Can people find you on Hinge?
No,
like
thank
that?
God. No.
Okay.
There's no search function.
Okay, good. Imagine.
That'd be crazy. Amber Joy Layne on all my socials. AMBERLAYNE. It had a little rhythm. AMBERLAYNE. Woo. Okay. Amber Joy Layne. The woo is not as part of the handle, but yeah, on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and all the things. Follow me so that I can get bigger jobs. That's it. That's what we need. It's currency. It doesn't matter necessarily what you do in this game. It doesn't.
She's not wrong.
It sucks, but I find that a lot of people, a lot less talent, are booking things because they have a following. So, come and follow me, and I promise to make you smile every day.
Yeah. Can agree, can co-sign on that. If you want to see someone truly talented, Amber Joy Layne. And again, so many things, comedy, actual performances on live stages, dancing, the dancing comedian, Amber Joy Layne. Thank you for joining. We're going to go ahead and transition now into the collaborative effort and make a dance together. And we've already made a dance by the time this is aired, which is really fun. You can check that out on our Instagrams as well.
Yeah, we're up to 10K.
Oh, who knows by the time this is out?
Yeah.
Could be
11.
11.
Twin
Yes.
flames.
Yes, indeed. As always, I'm Ty Nelson, your host. You can find me at Tall Glass of Ty. I want to give a huge thank you sincerely to Amber Joy Layne for letting us be in her house and being a part of this episode. Make sure you check her out. We hope that you found some inspiration, and thank you for listening. Hopefully one day, maybe, we'll see you out on the dance floor. Bye-bye, everybody.
Oh, sweet.